It's the Commission's view that the matter should proceed further.
That is a question as to whether there should be an appeal on the matter, and I think you have all received, as have I. If you haven't, please let me know. A copy of the memo from Attorney Hitting setting, also the memorandum of Howard Hotkirk, who was the Senior Deputy Attorney General who handled the appellate litigation. Did everybody receive that, just to make sure we know what we're talking about? The heads are nodding yes. I assume that you have. With that, is there any discussion, and I would, at least to get it on the floor, take the position that it is not in the interest of this commission or the public to appeal further, both as to the recommendation of our counsel and the recommendation of Hotkirk. But I will leave the floor open for any further discussion, comments.
Didn't we discuss that on a conference call?
We did discuss it a number of times before, but now I think we need an ultimate decision. Should we take the next step and appeal further? And Ms. Hitty, I think it is your recommendation that we should end it here.
That's correct.
Chairman, I would concur with your opinion and our counsel.
Well, if you concur, would you be kind enough to put it in the formal motion?
I make that a formal motion.
And it's a motion, and there is a second. The floor remains open for any discussion, comments, questions, concerns. Seeing or hearing none, all those in favor of the motion not to appeal, to put it in a negative form, the matter of still kind of respond by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed to that? And there being none, we will take no further action. Ms. Hitty, it's in your province, I guess, to notify the Deputy Attorney General as well that we are not recommending and not taking any further action. If they wish to, I guess they can on their own, but I understand they're not going to either.
That's correct. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
With that, moving on to the gaming issues, item number 5 on our agenda, the Doherty matter. Doherty, I think is the correct pronunciation. Commissioner Bergen, I think you've reviewed that.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Brennan. The requester is Attorney James A. Doherty.
It's Mr. Doherty, but my name is Randy Ficker. I'm here today for Mr.
Thank you.
From the audience, forgive me for interrupting you, Commissioner Bergen. Would you be kind enough to state your full name and position in regard to this matter?
This morning, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Vice Chairman, members of the Commission, Council, Commission staff, my name is Eric Fickery, F-I-K-R-Y, with the law firm of Black Rome, and we are co-counsel for Mason Resorts and Mr. Yannetti.
Thank you very much. We'll give you an opportunity to speak, but let me first turn it over to Commissioner Bergen.
Thank you. He is legal counsel for Attorney Bernard A. Yannetti, who is the subject of the request. Mr. Yannetti has filed a principal gaming application as part of the Category 3 slot machine license application of Mason-Dixon Resorts, LP, before the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board. At the request of the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board, Mr. Yannetti seeks a determination from the Commission as to whether, as a special prosecutor, assistant district attorney for Adams County, Pennsylvania, he would be considered a public official, as that term is defined by the Gaming Act at 4 PaEthicsComm and 1512B, and therefore subject to the restrictions of the Gaming Act at 4 PaEthicsComm and 1512A, A1, and A2, where he is not an employee of Adams County, but rather performs such work as an independent contractor pursuant to a contract to which Adams County, the Adams County District Attorney, and the law firm Hartman and Yannetti, which I shall refer to as the law firm, are parties. The fact that Mr. Yannetti is not an employee of Adams County is significant because it removes from our consideration the question of whether Mr. Yannetti would be, quote, an executive level public employee, end quote, subject to the very same restrictions. Mr. Yannetti has held the position of special prosecutor with the Adams County District Attorney Office since 1994, and he is primarily responsible for handling matters regarding support issues, juvenile court, and motor vehicle violations. The contract between Adams County, the Adams County District Attorney's Office, and the law firm is a professional service agreement dated January 3rd, 2005. Per the contract, the law firm is to provide professional legal services to Adams County as an independent contractor, working under the supervision of the Adams County District Attorney. Counsel from the law firm is to be sworn as an assistant district attorney with full authority to make prosecutorial decisions subordinate to the Adams County District Attorney. The The contract provides for an initial term of 2 years with automatic renewal on a year-to-year basis. The advisory request states that the contract is the only appointing information Mr. Yannetti possesses regarding his service with the Adams County District Attorney's Office. Mr. Chair, I would suggest that this would be the appropriate time for any interested parties to speak on the matter.
Attorney Fickry?
Thank you very much. As Commissioner Bergen pointed out, the issue here before the Commission is whether Mr. Yannetti, who through his law firm serves as an independent contractor that functions to provide part-time legal services to the Adams County District Attorney's Office, would be subject to the restriction in Section 1512 of the Gaming Act that prohibits public officials, as defined in the statute, from having an ownership interest in a licensed gaming facility or applicant. Mr. Yannetti's firm, Hartman & Yannetti, has been providing these services for Adams County on a part-time basis since 1992. Mr. Yannetti's been an attorney licensed and in good standing in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania since 1990. Pursuant to his role as a special prosecutor or assistant district attorney, Mr. Yannetti's responsibilities are confined to the areas of matters involving juveniles, particularly enforcement of child support orders, as well as motor vehicle matters. He does not in any way have any policy-making decision or discretionary authority within the Adams County District Attorney's Office, nor does he or the District Attorney's Office generally have any powers or regulatory authority over gaming issues or people or entities licensed by the Gaming Control Board. In addition to the submission that we had filed last week, which you have before you, this morning I brought with me copies of a letter that that District Attorney Sean Wright from Adams County has sent to the Commission. Should be arriving at the Commission's office this morning in Harrisburg, but I brought copies for you today. If I can direct your attention to that letter, it points out that District Attorney Wagner.
Could I interrupt you just for a moment to make sure everybody has that piece of correspondence dated October 15 from the District
Wagner, right?
Wagner, excuse me, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And if you look at District Attorney Wagner's letter, it confirms that he's had an opportunity to review the affidavit that was submitted by Mr. Yannetti that was appended to the submission that we made to the Commission, and confirms all of the factual allegations contained therein, the nature of the agreement, the nature of Mr. Yannetti's responsibilities, the role that Mr. Yannetti plays, and the types of matters that he deals with as an assistant district attorney.
Allow me to interrupt you once again. Let's take a recess for about a minute and a half just so we can read this letter. It's just been placed at our places.